I took a long, hard look at Finman and could instantly feel my skin creep. This guy was shady, to say the least. I'm frankly afraid to. It's a conspicuously emptied glass just left there, all by itself. Come to Papa, little glass. A classy classic.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
It doesn't work, and I have no time to look into it. It's a chubby cultist, snoozing away in that comfy-looking armchair. I don't know what this guy's deal is.
I'll just lie down here for a moment. Proceed without me.
The Finman house seems to be filled to capacity.
So much meat, so little time.
No keys to be seen, and I'm not interested either.
Is that crazy guy outside gone, friend?
Yeah, he's gone. I made sure of that.
Whew. Well, I guess thanks are in order. Forgive me if I sound reluctant. I've just come to trust you cultists less lately.
Completely understandable. We got our fair share of dummies.
The kind of dummies what sucker punch you no warning. Happened recently, right where we stand, mister.
Yeah, no more respect for small businesses.
Yeah, not to mention the big franchises moving in and cannibalizing us little guys.
Right. Cannibalism. Ugh.
I mean, I'm just trying to eat here, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, what can I do you for, friend?
What are your thoughts on the festival?
I tell you the truth, it's kind of a disappointment so far. Scrawny cultists, most of them, and always roaming the streets and don't seem to ever go to sleep in their rooms like they supposed to.
I mean, it's a festival. People hardly sleep during these things.
Oh, they don't, do they?
Are there any rooms available?
They're filled to capacity.
You don't seem happy about that.
Well, let's just say business ain't been as satiating as it could be.
So, you're full, but not really, huh?
Yeah, that's a good way to be putting it, to be sure.
Did a guy named Piavra happen to drop by your fine establishment?
No offense, brother, but I'm smart enough to know I ain't supposed to be saying who's who and who ain't who, especially in these tense times, you know?
Oh, I completely understand, and I appreciate the honesty. I wouldn't call the atmosphere tense exactly, more like completely insane.
Oh, you're just too trustworthy for me to keep my guard up, ain't you? Yeah, that's Piavra passed out in the armchair over there. I meant the ugly rumors about the meal. Strange. Oh, never mind. Just my big mouth getting me in trouble again.
The meal, huh? Yeah, I keep hearing trouble's afoot.
Trouble? Huh. Aaron knew that psycho butcher was trouble from the get-go. But oh no, elders know best. Too much talk of double-crossing down the abandoned factory the last few hours, you know what I'm saying?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, huh?
Daggone forgive me for talking out of school, but if that good-for-nothing meat cobbler really denies the dreamer his meal, well, there just ain't no point to nothing anymore.
Wouldn't want the dreamer to go hungry, would we?
Not after all the blood, sweat, and tears went into raising that thing. Cthulhu for Targan.
The dreamer.
Brother, you's trustworthy and all, and I like you on a personal level, but this thing's too big for us to be yapping about.
Yeah, makes sense. Sorry for insisting.
For Targan.
I'll be on my way. Well, well, well. Chief Piovra, sleeping off some booze. It seems Chief Piovra's leathery outfit is stuck to the armchair. I think the chief's outfit could use some lubrication first. Got myself a glass of oil. Neat. Joey, you think I could borrow that wheelbarrow for a minute?
Oh man, I would, but I'd really avoid getting on my dad's nerves right now. You know, I want to get a tattoo or a piercing soon, something to express myself, right? And he's like so against it. Like all he knows and cares about is fishing stuff. Says I'm gonna be a fisherman just like he is.
Right, I gotcha. Let me think for a minute. Hey, Joey, what if you somehow got to express yourself and keep your dad happy too?
How would I do that?
I have this name tag.
Yeah?
Never mind, bad idea. I've got this boot.
Uh-huh.
Nah, forget it. I have this crowbar. What do you think?
Man, that is a sick crowbar you got there.
Right? Pretty sweet, huh?
Like totes. So how's that gonna help me?
Actually, it's not.
Bummer, dude.
I have this fish hook. Think about it. Fish hook lip piercing. Your dad can't hate on that. It just screams fisherman. What do you say?
That is so gnarly, dude. Awesome.
Whew, all right then. You think I could get that wheelbarrow for a couple of minutes?
Sure, dude. Knock yourself out. Man, this is gonna look so sick. Woot woot!
Yeah, maybe clean it a bit before sticking it in your lip. I don't think it's entirely sanitary as is.
Uh-huh. Thanks, Don.
Sure thing. Hey, before I go, what do you know about the meal?
Look, man, I shouldn't either know or be telling you this, but a lot of the fish that my dad and most fishermen in town catch go straight into the meal.
The fish or the meal?
No, you square. The meal is what they've been raising over in Kraken Bay. Duh.
Oh, so, what is it?
Don't know, don't care, and I wouldn't look too closely into it if I were you. Just saying.
Do you know anything about the dreamer?
Oh, man, don't say that out loud. They don't like that. Well, paradoxically, they speak his name out loud all the time, but geez, careful.
You mean Dagon?
Bigger than Dagon, Broham. Much bigger. Anyway, it's just a dumb delusion like everything else the Order worships. But it keeps them popping business, so, you know.
Uh-huh. You ever heard of someone called the Butcher?
Psh, who hasn't? But officially, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's a lot of whispers of betrayal and all kinds of crazy stuff, and everybody in the EOD's a lot more on edge than usual, but none of them are right in the head, so who knows, really.
Yeah, this place is crazy. No doubt. Later, Joey. Don't blow my cover, all right?
Watch your back, Donnie boy.
right. That seems to have loosened the armchair's grip on Piovra's rotund frame. Time to pop a cultist out of an armchair. Well, here we are in the presence of Chief Piovra.
Porca vacca! But hard to tell how present he really is, but it's him all right. Ain't no discussion about that. All right, go right ahead. And Pescatori?
Yeah?
Well, I'm convinced he's long gone. But if by some dark miracle you do get a hold of him, show him what the EOD does to traitors. Ooh, show him good.
You betcha. See you later, Pesce.
Let him through, boys. Cthulhu for Targan.
All right, I was in. A cold, bluish-green light revealed parts of rusty machinery here and there. Everything else was drowned in inky black. Probably as black as the butcher's deeds, but that remained to be seen. I was in. Just one regret. I'll never know who Randolph really was. Huge engine. It's a hatch in this thing, but it's dark as night inside. Can't reach it. Can't reach it.
You ugly cultist!
Isn't that assuming a bit too much given how dark it is in here?
Don't push your luck when there's an angry little kid pointing a hand cannon at you, batty!
See, now that is concerning. I don't know that I want to live in a society where an innocent child can easily get her hands on a...
Would you like for mice to really appreciate you?
What?
Unless you really do. Don't make me turn you into Swiss cheese!
I'm not moving.
Good.
Okay, now what?
Now you get to explain just what you're creeping around in the dark here for, cultist.
I'm really not a cultist. Honest.
Okay, let me see here. Cultist robes? Check. Lurking around in an abandoned factory? Check.
I'm a private investigator. In deep cover.
That's not the only thing you're deep in, creep. What are you up to here? Don't lie. I can tell.
I was just looking for you. Someone said a kid got lost in this abandoned factory, so here I am, your savior.
Look, I'm not firing any warning shots because the noise will alert your buddies. So rely on me making all my bullets count.
Read that loud and clear. I'm a flooring inspector. Don't you know how hazardous even just standing here is?
So this is standard inspector attire?
No, but they won't let me in without it.
Put it back on the shelf and step away from the shopping cart, because I'm not buying that.
Well, see ya.
What do you think you're doing?
Opting out of this dialogue?
Oh, now I got you in my sights, you don't.
Oh, okay. It just worked every time before.
First time for everything, cultist.
I'm investigating. I'm looking for, well, at this point, I might call him a criminal mastermind, really. The Butcher.
And how do I know you're not one of his henchmen, trying to lie your way out?
Oof, can't think of anything, really. There's just been so much going on lately, it's hard to wrap my head around everything, let alone explain myself to a kid with a huge gun pointing at my noggin.
I've got time.
To make an extremely long and convoluted story short, I'm helping a friend unhumanize his cat, I think. Turns out, when they can talk, they're real grouches. So, I'm trying to find out.
Wait, what's this friend's name?
Buzz.
Oh, we'll talk about a coincidence. Is he a librarian?
Only librarian I know what's got a talking cat, yeah. Wait, you're not shooting me now, are you? Whatever way they wronged you, I had nothing to do with it. Kid, can be a real...
They actually got Mr. Gillsby back for me. I hate to say it, but they're kind of alright in my book. I mean, I hate them less than you cultists.
Wait, you know Buzz and Kitty?
Yeah, we swapped dolls a while ago, back in Darkham.
Well, that sounds perfectly normal.
Unlike what you are doing to the fishies, you bad people!
Kitty eats fish. You hate her too?
Well, she can't help it, you dum-dum, can't she? She's a carnivore. That's natural. What you are doing is not.
True enough, she's just a cat. And you're just a kid. I don't pretend to understand anything about you kids. But I do know that at your age, you should be playing with dolls, not handling firearms. Come on, just hand it over.
He stole the commentary. But you are not getting this gun, so step off, Grandpa.
Oh, not you two. I'm really not that old.
You are old, and you stink like dead rotten fishies. Fishies you probably murdered with your stinky murdering hands.
Actually, they were already dead, and they rained down on me like ironic, putrid offerings of the heavens.
I can't tell if I'm more bored or annoyed with you at this point.
I don't even like fish. I mean, I don't like eating them. I've got nothing against them.
So then why are you killing so many of them?
Again, not a cultist. But it might have something to do with whatever the butcher was working on in this very building.
Yeah, well, we'll shed some light on that situation soon enough.
You really shouldn't be in here alone. What'll your parents think?
They think I'm still in my bedroom. I made sure of that.
Can I ask where you got that huge gun from?
Knocked out some cultist leader in my way in here. Anything else?
Maybe later. I'm really not a cultist. My name's Don. Don Archetype.
Don doesn't sound like what a cultist name would be. I figured they'd all have names like...
Jebediah?
A bit too biblical, but yeah, I can see that.
Do you believe I'm not a cultist now?
Not entirely. You'd better actually prove it.
All right, I'm game, I guess. What are you thinking?
If you're really here for the reasons you say you are, we're both looking for the same thing. The Butcher's Laboratory. Chop chop! I'll be supervising from up here.
Sounds like a plan. Miss...
Priscilla.
Are you sure?
I'm sure! Get to it!
That's one impressive, gigantic door.
Lock it! Lock it! Leave the sheriff!
Locked from the inside. No way I'm opening that with a crowbar. Can't reach it. Nah, can't reach it. You gas up that huge engine through this. It's the lever what puts the huge engine in motion. No resonance. Can't use it by itself. Nothing happened. I think it needs fuel. Some kinda container, apparently.
Don't forget to put that power tool back up once you're done with it, D.
Ugh, the lid's all stuck with some disgusting crud. Let's pop this baby open. All right, got myself a power tool. It can unscrew and put holes in things. It's a keeper. Nah, can't reach it. Can't reach it. Probably wouldn't help even if I could. No need to mess with it. Nah, works fine. It ain't working. Strange. There's a discontinuity in the pattern here.
Cover it well! Cover it well!
I can't find a spot to stick this into. I know Kung Fu. Aha! It's a heavy sliding door. Huge, sturdy sliding door. Riveted shut on its right side.
Keep them well refrigerated, he said. More liquid nitrogen.
Thank God for technology. I stepped inside and felt my teeth instantly chatter. This was some kind of cryo room, and I didn't bring thicker underwear. Ugh. It's that kid, Priscilla. Not doing that. Nothing to report yet. Some kind of strange display with cycling buttons on both sides.
I'm telling you, one got away.
Huh. One's missing.
A jolly good day to you, sir and young miss, if day it indeed be. You will forgive my disorientation, I trust. I've been holed up in here for quite a while. I suppose thanks are in order for opening that blasted door. Truly appreciate it.
No offense, but who or what are you?
Oh, do forgive my rudeness. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm quite sure that my name is Otis, but I'm afraid much of my biography is as much a question mark to myself as it is to you. I'm not wrong in surmising that this is the first time you're engaging in conversation with a human-octopus hybrid, correct?
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for words here.
Don't worry, Mr. Octopus Person. I like you. You're kind of a fishy, so you're okay.
Haha, well, yes, young miss. I assume I am. Aren't I? Please, call me Otis.
Nice to meet you, Otis. I'm Priscilla, and this guy over here is Don. He's a private detective.
Yes, she believes me. But anyway. So, Otis, how'd you become an octopus hybrid? I mean, of course, if that's not too painful to discuss.
Oh, not at all! Details, I'm afraid, are pretty sparse, and amnesia seems to be a side effect of the process. I do remember my name was Otis, and I died. I'm afraid I can't remember the circumstances. I did wake up at the hands of these persons that were operating on me. Strange sensation, to be sure, but I was alive again. Quite a blessing, sir, I assure you.
You have quite the positive outlook on life for a talking head.
How could I not? I was dead, and now I live! Is there a greater joy imaginable? I think not!
That's a refreshingly positive attitude.
Thank you! I was always an optimist, and as you can see, good things have happened to me!
Indeed. Did you see the butcher?
Yeah, did you?
I'm afraid I don't know what butcher you speak of. Well, everything's a bit foggy, you understand. All I can remember are masked men rushing about with all kinds of strange instruments. Their speech was muffled, so it was pretty hard to make anything out, I'm afraid.
Dang it.
I do remember them referring to me as a dry, if that helps at all.
Dry. Any idea what that means?
One can only assume it has some negative implications, but that's pure speculation on my part.
Do you know where the laboratory is?
Yes, I do. You don't want to go in there, do you? Indeed, we're chatting away when we should be getting out of here at this very instant.
No one's going anywhere until we reach the lab.
Oh dear, I must be frank with you, young miss. I intend to leave the premises as soon as possible and suggest you do the same.
Come on, Otis, work with us. You ain't gotta go back in there, just help us get in.
Oh, heavens. Well, all right. I suppose I owe you a debt of gratitude. The laboratory is right outside this chamber and to the right.
Hey kid, I think I thought of a way to get us past those huge doors, but I need you to trust me, okay?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna need that gun of yours.
Fine, I trust you. Do not let me down.
That's a promise, Priscilla. It's a gun I got from that kid, Priscilla. What a weird world we live in. Nothing to report yet. I'll get back. Not sure I want to do that. There's a blue liquid inside this tube. Liquid nitrogen, perhaps? Nah, can't reach it. No resonance. A portable Instaphrase. Neat. Hey, it's a gas canister. Come to Papa, sweet gasoline. All kinds of junk. The industrial flavor.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
It's just junk. I don't need any of it. No.
I'm telling you, one got away!
Not helping. Looks extremely bulletproof to me. Not directly. Drink up, big buddy. There you go. I'd gotten the engine to run. At least now, any loud noises would be covered by the engine's humming. I'm gonna call it Alice. Severely out of reach. It's been a while, but here goes. I got rid of the glass above the door to the lab. Seeing as you're the only one with suction cups, think you could do us a solid and get inside the lab through there?
Oh dear, I suppose I can. To be perfectly honest, I'm shaking in my non-existent boots just at the thought of going back in there.
Come on, you can do it, Otis.
Yeah, you go, Otis.
I appreciate your support, dear friends. All right, here I go. Oh dear! Oh Lord! Oh, it's all coming back now! The pits! The horrible pits! The non-dries! Their horrible gnashing and gnawing and... Oh, this is too much to bear! Oh God, what is that? Oh, what do you know? It's a coin! Oh, and of course, no pockets to put it in. Great! Oh God, the abominations! Focus, Otis, focus! All right, it's open.
Wow. Thanks, Otis. You were incredibly brave.
Yes, could I please go now? There are horrible things in there, and I don't wish to spend another second in their vicinity.
Where are you headed to, Otis?
It appears I really have no place to go, do I?
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Look, here's my office back in Darkham. The key's under the doormat. Make yourself at home until you, think things through, all right?
How exactly is he going to make it there without attracting attention?
You're right. Hey, I have an idea. Priscilla, you should mail him to my address. You know, like a pet or something.
But I want to see the laboratory and save the fishies.
You said it yourself. Otis is sort of a fishy, and he needs your help. Once you mail him, you can come back and we'll explore together. What do you say?
I guess you're right. But don't explore too much without me, you hear?
You can count on me, partner.
Don't get ahead of yourself. See ya!
Many thanks again. All the best. Oh, it's jolly good to get a second chance, isn't it? So many opportunities.
Like?
Let's see here. Why, I could be on telly, my dear. The one true talking head out there.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
See, little one, always keep a positive outlook. Ew, ow. Just a second. Stepped in some oily thing here. Ew. Well, I guess it's slithered, actually, isn't it?
You're funny, Otis.
Well, that was surreal. Alright, let's see what secrets this place holds. Didn't really expect to see mattresses and pillows lying around in here, but there they are. I don't want to touch any of them.
Sleep more, work more, raise more. Sleep more, work more, raise more.
It's a dark, deep pit, but down there I can just make out something wrong, squirming around. Looks like this door somehow slides into the wall. No visible handle. This definitely opens somewhere else.
Stay out, mooks.
Its only feature is a big red button.
Press this button, worm, and we all die.
A plain, scratched metal panel of sorts.
Don't touch unless one escapes, worms.
It's stuck. I don't like my chances of surviving that. Gotta think of another way. K-Type's got leverage. It seems to control some kind of security apparatus.
Don't touch unless one escapes, worms.
Looks like a view of this room from above. And there's a cage hanging overhead. Another pit, another unseen creature writhing at the bottom. Huh. So the button opens both the door and the monster's pits. Devious. That's one monstrosity secured. And all the rest of them loose. Glimpses of eyes, teeth, and tentacles coming in and out of the darkness. I don't like my chance. Gotta think of it. That's one monstrosity secured, and all the rest of them loose. This definitely opens somewhere else. No. I don't like my chances. Gotta think of another way. No. It's not an immediate threat now. No. 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 I'm not. No point. Probably put in place in case one of those creatures escapes. Nothing to remove or perforate. No. No point in doing that. This definite.
Stay out, mooks.
I don't like my chances of surviving that. Gotta think of another way. I don't like my chances of... Gotta think of another... That's all the creeps loose, but at least I'm safe once I press this button. I don't see a better option. I don't know what that is, but it wants me dead. No time for that. I ain't touching it. I hate to admit it, but I was shaken. Experiments or not, scientific reality or abhorrent supernatural nightmare, these horrible blobs of flesh, limb, and rot existed. I could still smell their indescribable presence, even though they were all gone. God knows where. It really takes a lot to shake me, but I was shaken. I was inside the butcher's inner sanctum, and I'd expected this place to be lousy with guts and gore and parts and pieces, but this wasn't that. This was, well, colorful. Colorful in a way that makes a Joe uneasy, and it set me to wondering what this guy had for triangles. So many triangles. I've noticed these dust mounds everywhere around here.
Huddle! Huddle together, lovelies!
What? Ugh, no. Who knows what this stuff actually is? And there it was, a loose handle hanging conspicuously from the door of an empty cabinet.
Stupid flies need to learn.
A strange device.
Do as father tells you, little one.
No idea how to use this. This must be the butcher's desk.
Worms. Worms. Flies. Where are you? Where are you?
an assortment of books, but they're all written in what's either an alphabet unknown to me or code.
All shall come together at the right time.
These are not for you!
They're no use to me. I stared at the Kraken head, and it seemed to stare back at me with its blood-red eyes. A little unsettling, I had to silently say to myself.
And you shall breathe true life!
Who? True life? Was it dead to begin with?
These are not for you!
Some kind of control panel looks embedded in this area of the wall, along with the shelves. Of all the things in here, those alone seem to justify this nutter's nickname.
The perfect triangle.
A couple of vertical openings. Something's missing here. No idea how to use this. I'm not touching them. It isn't powered. Doesn't need a handle. Damn, no power. No need for a handle here. They already have handles. It's an uneducated guess, but judging by the number of cables coming out of this thing, it might be what powers everything in here.
Just break it off, little fly.
I'd love to, but I see no apparent way of turning it on. Yeah, this fits, but if this is a power generator, it might make for a shocking experience. I've put a nice round hole in it. Yeah, this fits. They're both metal. Not a good idea. A painting of a wing. Stylistically, very similar to the central piece.
All shall come together.
Every single flap one of my doing! My desire!
I don't feel good about this. A bunch of pebbles. Must have fallen from the ceiling when the cage descended. Yeah, I might need these. Slightly charred piece of wood. Who knows where it came from? got myself a shock-free switch. Yes, power's back on. It quickly cycles through some biological imagery. No idea how to use this. It's littered with this.
Is this wretched world prepared for him? Not likely, not likely.
Red veins ran all over the hideous head, seeming to pulsate right under the skin, despite the fact that this was just a painting. They look pretty disturbing, and triangular, most of them. I'm not touching them.
Moths to the flame. Little puppets of flesh and machinery. All shall come together at the right time.
Nothing on the cover but a triangle. This better not be written in gibberish.
Rest, friend.
They are always watching. Always watching.
Pointless. As tempting as it is, I'll pass.
The perfect pair of wings. No end to the work. Everything proceeds according to the plan.
It's a small piece of ripped cloth caught on the edge here.
Idiot! Left toward the bay, right toward the EOD. Get it through your thick skull.
Take it down.
Whatever passage used to be here, it's now a big, black, intimidating hole. I really don't need it. Maybe just its story.
Idiot! Left toward the bay, right toward the EOD. Get it through your thick skull. Moths to the flame.
I'm not really into exploring huge chasms with no bottom to be seen. No idea how to use this. It quickly cycles through some.
Praise the Gibbous Moon.
This thing must hold some important information. No.
They are always watching. Always watching. Human. Kraken. Dragon.
You have been lied to.
Pebbles won't help. Pebbles. Nah. They're no use to me.
Right. Point right.
Bring the world to its knees.
I'm not touching them.
I am the sheep that strayed from the herd. All shall come together at the right time.
Worms. Worms. Flies.
They're no use to me. It's a stylized painting of a human head.
My contribution.
I don't feel good about this. No apparent sign of use, but could be he just cleaned him real well.
Where are you? Where are you?
This thing must hold some important
Food is plentiful, and the little one grows steadily. Only I control the passage of the eye.